Hey, what's up, guys? Welcome back. We've already seen how to pass parameters from a blade perspective and how to pass the parameters on the route perspective. Now, how do we send this data from our route to our controller? So how do we send this data from our route? Let me close this. We're not using it for now. Yeah, okay, beautiful. So how do we pass this data from our routes to this our show controller? Because we want to be able to say, okay, the user is accessing ID number 3. How do we get access to this ID number 3 on this? So basically, it's simply by calling an ID, a parameter. That's all. So this ID, it mustn't be the same name, but the parameter should be in succession. So you have an ID here, you have an ID here. So I could still call it, let's say, student ID, for example, right? And I might want to comment out this and then just do a simple echo. Hey, I'm showing student with ID. So if we save this and we try the browser and it says, hey, I'm showing student with ID 3. If I go back and I click student with ID 1, it says, hey, I'm showing student with ID 1, and I will try it again with student with ID 5. Hey, I'm showing student with ID number 5. So the way you transfer, the way you pass the parameter from your route to the controller is simply by adding a parameter to your function, the function that renders or that is associated to the route. So we've seen how to pass this content to from our route to our controllers. Now let's look at how to pass contents from our controller so it appears on the view.